Hey everybody, Don Georgievich here with Job Interview Tools. I got a question for you. How can you be the best candidate for the job? Think about that for a second. How can you be the very best candidate out of all the other applicants that are there? Well, I'll tell you, it's not that hard, and it may not even be what you think. I mean, you could be the most experienced, you could be the most talented, you could have all the skills, you could look the part, but you know what? There's one thing that most people don't do that keeps them from getting the job. It keeps them from truly being the best candidate. And that is to be interested in what that employer is doing. And to be interested in them, you have to ask questions. You have to ask questions about, how are they doing this? Why are they doing this? And then show excitement and enthusiasm for what they're doing. And if you're not excited about what they do, if you're not excited about their products or their customers or their vision, their mission, and all the kinds of things that they're doing, then I urge you to get out of there, because that's not a place that's going to make you happy, and that's not a place that they want you. They want people who are excited about what they're doing. They want people who are going to come in and be inspired. Some people who are going to come in and make a difference. People who are going to come in and be a fit with their culture and all the other like-minded people that they've already hired. Those are the kind of people that they want to hire. They don't want to just hire you because you graduated and maybe you have a 4.0 and maybe it was from a really good school and maybe you have some really good experience and maybe you're the best at what you do. But if you're not excited and passionate about what they're doing, if you're not interested in solving their problems, helping them grow, then all those other things don't matter. They really don't. And that's one of the key elements that so many job candidates miss. They just go into the job interview and they just sit back and they just answer questions like it's a test. And they fail to push that employer, to push back against that employer on that opportunity that that employer is presenting them with. And they fail to push back on that. And instead, they just sit there and they just answer the questions. They, oh, that's nice. Okay, yes, and yeah, I think I would like to work here. This seems like a nice place. No, you need to dig deeper into what they're doing and their mission and where they're going, and that's a place that you want to go to, and explain why you want to go on that ride with them. Let them know that your heart is in what they're doing. Ask them questions about the challenges that they're facing in trying to accomplish their mission, because they're hiring you, or they want to hire someone because they have a problem. I mean, the company has a problem, and whatever that problem is, they're looking to hire 1, 2, or more people to come in and help them solve that problem. But if you don't know what that problem is, if you don't talk to that employer and ask them, what challenges are you facing in this role, or how do you plan to grow in this direction? If you don't think about it like as if you already work there, then you're not really connecting with them. You're not building that rapport with them. You're not showing them that you genuinely care, that you're really interested in what they're doing and helping them solve their problems. So I encourage you in your next interview to go in there, push back against them, challenge them, and almost to the point where that, hey, you know what? You're not sold on this job. I want to know some more about it. I want to know how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. Do you have funding for this? Now, only ask these questions if they're relevant, but push back against them. And if they're interested in you, if they like you and they like what they see, that is going to force them to try to overcome your concerns, overcome your objections by further selling you on this position or this opportunity. And they'll come back and say, well, you know what? We do have funding for this. Here's how we're going to solve this problem. This one, we're not sure yet. But if they come back and they continue to try to sell you on the job, that shows that they're interested in you. But for you to show that you're really interested in them, you have to challenge them on the position. And you have to ask them these kinds of questions. How are you going to do this? How are you going to solve these problems? How are you going to grow? Push back against them. And that's really what your interview is. It's a conversation of you and them, and you're both talking about, things that you've done, where you're going, where you want to be. And when all of this comes together, that's when they see you as a good fit for where they're going. Now, there's going to be other people who are going to have all the same skill sets that you do, but the heart's not in it. And that's the biggest thing. The heart's not in it, but that's one of the most important things. And so I encourage you to only interview and apply for jobs that you are excited about, that you can't wait to work there. A job that is going to make you so excited that you can't wait to get out of bed in the morning to go work there and do things and help them grow and work with a team of people towards, solving a problem. Now, is this going to be true for all jobs? I mean, if you're, interviewing for a job at Walmart, I think so. Because if you're interviewing for Walmart and, maybe you're just interviewing as a cashier at Walmart, but you know what? That could be fun. If you're the right kind of person who likes to meet and talk to people all day long, being a cashier could be great. And you could be very enthusiastic about that. I was a cashier. I loved it. I worked in retail sales where I waited I was a salesman on the sales floor. Some people hated that work. I loved it. I couldn't wait. I was so excited. I mean, it was a job that paid minimum wage, just a few bucks an hour. But I was so excited about the work and the interactions and helping people, all their customers solve problems. I was excited about it. So, and that's at the very, very low end of the job scale. But the problem is, as jobs get bigger and they pay more, they get more complicated, there's all kinds of things. So I would encourage you to only look for and apply for jobs that you are extremely excited about. Because if you're not in it 110%, if you're not on board, your lack of enthusiasm and passion and excitement, it's going to show in the interview. It's going to show that they're going to be able to read you, and they're going to know that, that Don guy, he's okay, but he's not really on board with what we're doing. He lacks enthusiasm. So don't let enthusiasm be your downfall. Only interview for jobs that you love, that means something to you. Maybe that company is going somewhere and you want to be a part of that ride. And maybe the job that gets you really excited, maybe it doesn't pay as much as that other job where you could make more, but the work might suck. Those are decisions that you need to make and where you need to be and where you want to be. So that's all I got for you on this one. Slightly a different twist than my normal videos, but as always, head on over to jobinterviewtools.com and download the top 10 interview questions. These are going to help you prepare your answers and put them in line so that you're more likely to deliver an answer, an enthusiastic answer that's just going to resonate with an employer and make them think, that Don guy there, I think he might have a little bit more to offer. Let's hire him. Good luck on your next interview, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye now.